He said I had melted some hearts in my time, dear, but to sit next to you, well, I shiver and shake. If I knew love, well, I don't think I'd be here, asking myself if I've got what it takes to melt your icy blue heart. Should I start? Turn what's been frozen for years into a river of tears. These days we all play cool, calm, and relaxing. I think he's getting tired of it. That's Champ Shannon, everybody. Champ Shannon on lead vocals. I'm singing sad harmonies and backup here. Welcome to AI Learning Lab. Just got out of a fantastic AI Salon. We had like 80 people there tonight. Had a fantastic speaker. Tim came, talked about his photography. It was just awesome. What's your view on OpenAI loosening up their stance on OpenAI loosening their stance on military usage? Is profit the focus now? Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about their stance on military usage. I mean, I think I saw a Twitter post about it. That was like a week or two ago. I do not know. I don't really have a point of view on it right now. They're a business. And running these large language models, so as absolutely fucking magical as they are, they actually take a tremendous amount of energy and compute power to run. Therefore, a lot of costs. So if OpenAI is having to do stuff to survive, to get to AGI, I assume they're going to do what they need to do. I mean, listen, if you've ever run a business, there's something that makes me a little cranky about this Pollyanna-ish thing. Like, you know, businesses should just only ever do good for the world and you know, never turn a profit and never survive it. Like, there's a fucking reality to running a business. If you've ever run a business, there's things like making payroll. You know what it is? It's these fucking snowflake Gen Zers. They expect to get a paycheck every week. Every week. They're like, they expect you to get a check. Well, no, a deposit in their Venmo account. They expect cash to be deposited in their Venmo account, like so that they can go buy Starbucks coffee. They expect it every week. If the Gen Zers would just give up the whole capitalist pig thing and not accept the money, then these companies could just do shit. I mean, it's like, I don't know what you expect companies to do. You know, OpenAI is arguably re-architecting how we're going to work in the future. And listen, I get it. We don't want them to do evil. We don't want the robots to kill us. And, you know, doing stuff with military is a slippery slope and all that shit. But at the same time, they gotta fucking survive. They're a business. They are a business first. Now, they're managed by a nonprofit. We saw how well that went when they tried to fire Sam Altman. That was a fucking clown show. So, I don't know. Maybe, they probably got some business people in there going, yeah, we're going to run this like a business now. Yeah, about that. So, I don't know. Right now, I'm just using ChatGPT. I don't want to keep using ChatGPT, and I want it to be $20 a month. I've said this many times. I think the $20 a month for ChatGPT right now is the biggest bargain in software history. What ChatGPT 4 does for $20 a month is fucking staggering. They could easily charge $20 a month per feature in ChatGPT 4. Easily. So the fact that we get to play with that shit for fucking pennies a day, for less than $1 a day, you can change the world with ChatGPT. I had avocado toast tonight. Can I do that as a Gen Xer? Cavruno, you're skating on thin ice here. You're gonna be drinking from the hose for the rest of the week. Avocado toast. If it had bacon on it, of course, absolutely acceptable. If it had like pico de gallo and some fucking toasted sesame seeds, no, not acceptable. Not acceptable. Are you still using Google to search for things? I haven't used Google. I got to tell you. Oh, be not afraid. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Every time I use Google or Bing, because I do it in here sometimes, people are like, oh, what's this thing? And I'll go to Google and try to use it. It's unfucking usable. Like, why did we put up with it? It was free. It was really good for like a decade. Yeah. And then they had to monetize it. Back to those pesky employees expect their paychecks thing. And they over, they effectively got a monopoly, which forced every advertiser to do SEO exactly how Google wanted it done. And so now the entire internet is this homogenous SEO injected pile of shit where you can't find anything because everyone's trying to ram you down their sales funnel and make it look like a free PDF download site, which is mostly what I search for. How do I find PDFs of this particular flavor? And I got to sift through 40 fucking sites to get there. I am so done with search engines. Remember when we used to have to pay $500 for Windows? Yeah, exactly. I mean, anybody using Photoshop or Office 365, that shit ain't cheap. I think we're paying, like, I've got a small company, and I think we're paying $600 or $700 a month per Adobe Creative Suite license. That's fucking expensive. And you get all of what's in ChatGPT 4 for $20? Put it in fucking perspective. It's like, seriously. Because that's all we had, Kyle, and we liked it. We loved it. In my day, I'd have my computer call up another computer, and I'd watch the characters type across the screen. We had a 300 baud modem. Nobody knows what a baud is. Tapping foot, looking at watch. I will not be bullied, Emilio's wife. Absolutely not. If I want to say a 45-minute hello like I did last night, listen, last night was an anomaly. We did a three at I talked for 3 hours and 23 minutes. It was off. It like someone needed to put me down. I'm like, I'll just show you ChatGPT. 3.5 hours later, I'm still like, maybe I should go now. Or were you yelling at me because I was here late? I had a salon tonight. 45-minute hellos. Oh, man. That was a good salon tonight. So if you don't know what the AI Salon is, you're like, what's this salon thing you're talking about? I've never heard of a salon. The only salon I go to is where I got my hair done. Do you ever get a? Can I ask you a question as a man? Do you ever get a manicure, manicure or pedicure? Have you ever done that? Oh, you haven't. Oh, you do not know what you're missing. It's fantastic. Really fantastic. What? Oh, it's not that kind of salon. What? I'm sorry. Is there another kind of salon? What? A salon? I do not. What? A salon? Oh, no, I haven't heard that. Oh. It sounds very fancy. What do you do there? You just talk. Like at a salon? At a salon? Oh, Emilio's wife. No, I want the hellos and goodbyes. You're late, Mr. Shannon. I actually got here half an hour from when I had in my head that I was going to get here. I figured I'd start at 9, so I started half an hour early. So I'm early in my mind, but I didn't do a little timer thing to let people know I was here. So anyway, welcome everybody. If you are new here, my name's Kyle Shannon. This is the AI Learning Lab, and that the AI Salon. If you go to the salon.ai, the salon.ai. By the way, if you type in https:// that, it won't work because I set up the domain wrong. So just type in the salon.ai, all lowercase, and it'll work. So go there. That'll redirect you to a link tree. And the first link on that link tree goes to the community website of the AI Salon. And it's super cool. It's a really cool community. We just had our meeting tonight. We have a meeting every other week. We're going to start doing local meetups and, like happy hours and things like that. So I'm really excited about that. And we have speakers come in. We had a professional photographer come in tonight that has a really cool, what's it called? AI project. He doesn't seem very bright. He was trying to remember words. It was not going well. You're forgiven. We're all here now. Very nice. Very good. Carry on. Cheerio, pip pip. Rather. Tim Archibald. Tim Archibald is a rather well-known photographer, and he came tonight and he spoke about this project that he created called the AI Camera Club. So if you go to Instagram to the_AI_camera_club, Steve-O, where is your local meetup? You'll have to start it, dude. We haven't rolled them out yet. We're figuring out when they're going to be and what they're going to be and how local people can do them. And we're probably going to make stickers. Anyway, it's a really cool project. Basically what he did was he sort of imagined what this project is this photography club from the 40s that started an AI photography club in the 40s. So it's this whole fictitious club, and like the pictures that they took in this club when they were inventing AI photography in the 40s. It's such a cool fucking premise. Like the thing that I'm liking the most about artists that are embracing AI, right? This is a photographer, like he's been a photographer since he was 14. He went from film to digital. He skipped a couple of the trendy things. And then he said he started this project. He went into this really pissed off. Like, oh, this is going to fucking suck. And this is stupid. I'm just going to put stuff up and make it look stupid. And then he got sucked in. Like every single person that I know that actually dives into this AI stuff, what they discover is a whole new kind of self-expression. And he said what ended up happening to him was he was sort of getting images he liked, and then he tried a couple of different things, and then all of a sudden he got one photograph that he said, oh, that's a photograph like I would take. And the minute he did that, it hit him that this is a new form of self-expression. And so he leaned into this project. And so it's this whole world of this photography club from the 40s, the AI Camera Club on Instagram. Tim Archibald's his name. So he spoke at the Salon tonight. And it was really, really good. Do we get to pick our own local AI zoo animal for the mascot? we're going to need a bigger arc for all these fucking animals. Kyle, I forgot to tell you, Adobe Creative Cloud is holding a free event in my town. Oh, nice. Very cool. Thursday. Awesome. Yeah, go there. Go do that. I have some interesting news about Adobe. I can't really share it right now. It's not big news, but it's just some just interesting stuff going on, which I'm excited about. Anyway, that's that. So if you haven't been to the AI Salon website, the community, this is it. So when you go here, go to the About the Salon tab, and then check out who we are and why we do what we do. And then check out our values. We went over these tonight. Mr. K made a video today talking about the AI Salon, and he went through these values as well. These values are super important. Here's what you do with the AI Salon. Come here and read about who we are and why we do what we do, and then read the values. And here's your litmus test. If when you read these values, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. These are your people. You found your tribe. If in reading these values, you're like, who are these fucking weirdos? This is not your tribe. That's totally cool. But it's really important. So as we grow this community, I want to make sure that we maintain the spirit of who we are. And by the way, there's no charge for the AI Salon. It's free. Anne Murphy is January's sponsor, so she's sponsoring. We have sponsors cover the infrastructure costs, because Mighty Networks is not cheap. And so Anne Murphy from Empowered Fundraiser is our sponsor this month. So anyway, our values are curiosity and generosity and exploration and collaboration and inclusion and empathy. And you should go read what we wrote about them. And if you resonate with those, this is going to be your people. And then what you should do is slide on down here to introduce yourself and introduce yourself. But Kyle, I'm shy and I've never done AI before and I'm too new to this stuff and I'm not very technical and I'm afraid people will judge me. They may, but they won't hear, because this group's really cool. Go read the values and understand that this is an amazing community. And then just say hi. Tell us who you are. Tell us what you do. Tell us if you're just starting or you're the only one in your company that's into AI and everyone else thinks you're a fucking weirdo. That's us. That's us too. It's a support group. It's like a 12-step program for AI enthusiasts. Hi, my name's Kyle. I'm into AI. Hi, Kyle. It's been a few minutes since I made an image with DALL-E. Yeah. I get you. I feel you. How much does it cost to be a sponsor for a month? $150. I think it's the cheapest sponsorship of a group this strong this side of the Pecos. We're really just charging enough to cover the costs of the infrastructure. So yeah. And then the other thing is, if you go to that URL I gave you, the salon.ai, it's going to take you to a link tree. So the first one is the community, and then there's a couple of links for the GPT for Good event that we did over a couple of weekends ago. And then there's a merch store. And so one way you can support the salon is you can buy a monthly sponsorship, and the other way is if you buy merch at the store, that supports the salon. So that's how we're paying for the infrastructure. That's why it's free. But it was really important to us. We wanted to make sure that we could provide a space for people that were trying to figure this stuff out to just go be themselves. And that's what this is. There's a water cooler discussion area. There's a show and tell area, which if you're in here tonight, generally what happens is, oh, nice. We're going to need bigger animals for these animals. That's good. Very cute. As I'm talking and making fun, wait, what's this AI sausages? Maybe I did something. Maybe it's Kyle. Maybe I did wrong. What's happening? Where is Kyle? People in here are funny. They're funny. They're funny. I like it. You can just be sharing images. You can be sharing GPTs. The AI Minor Lab. Nice. Very nice. Kyle is late. Yeah. So anyway, that's the AI Salon. The other thing in the AI Salon community is this page. I think this page is worth its weight in gold. It's digital, Kyle. It doesn't weigh anything. That's not the point. It's a metaphor. You can make money with ChatGPT. This is gold. This is a list that I maintain. I try to keep this up to date. But this is a big ass list now. It used to be small. This used to have 3 sites on it. And it was just like, here's the 3 sites I think you should be paying attention to. And now it's, if you want to feel AI literate, go learn all this shit. But here's what I can promise you. If there's a site on this list, it's worth your time to learn it. With the exception of Grok, which nobody needs to learn Grok until Elon Musk shuts down that company or makes it better. But it's on there because it's Elon Musk. But yeah, you should go look at that. Anyway, all right. So here's how this works here at the AI Learning Lab. You ask questions about AI, or you say, hey, I want to see something, or I want to understand something, and then I will make up the answer. And because you don't know anything, you won't know any better. I wish that weren't true. But ask the irregulars. The irregulars are the people that show up here every night. They have been trying to figure out what the fuck I've been talking about for 6 months. They keep coming back. It's not because they like it here. It's like, eventually this is going to make sense. Eventually, I could possibly learn something here. It's just like the ultimate bait and switch. You know, you come here for the gold. You can make money with ChatGPT. And you get a smarmy ex-actor. And you're like, why am I here? That is for you. Listen, we all make questionable life choices. You've made yours by hanging out here tonight. Thanks for building that one page in the AI Salon versus the Keynote doc. I was tired of iPhone screenshots. I know, it's so much better. It's amazing what a little infrastructure does for a joint. We're listening, Tom Arnold. Perfect response. Please explain what the meetups are about. So we generally have, the AI Salon meetups are, they're every other week. And we generally have a speaker. So we'll have a speaker come in and talk about a project that they're working on. Or when Ann Murphy and I did the GPT for Good thing, she came and she talked about what we did on that weekend. We talk about the community and, you know, how we want it to be. And then we generally have some interaction with the folks on the phone. Like tonight, this was fun. It took us a half an hour because there were 80 people on the call. It was a pretty big call tonight. We did, what's one word hope for 2024? What's one word that's a fear of 2024? And what's your prediction for 2024? And so Vicky Baptiste took notes, and we went through like everyone that was on the call. They said, here's my hope, here's my fear, here's my prediction for 2024. So we're going to turn the hopes and fears into word clouds, and then we're going to take the predictions, and we're going to put them in some semblance of an order. And by we, I mean ChatGPT. We're going to put them in some semblance of an order, and then we're going to put them somewhere on the AI Salon, and we'll check in next year and see how we did. How do we join to get notified for the meetings? So just go to. I don't. When you go to the AI Salon, I don't know about the notifications, but of all the meetings here. So you basically go subscribe to them. What happens if you're in the AI Salon and one of these meetings goes live, you'll get a live symbol here. So a lot of times what'll happen is we've one of the things we've got in the salon is we've got guilds. And so when the guilds have meetings, there'll be a little sort of flashing red light here that says they've got a live meeting going on. So one way is you can just come in here and see when things are live, but you can also go subscribe and add these events to your calendar. So that's how you do that. And I don't know about the notification things. I would say check with Mighty Networks. Like do a Google search. Good luck. Ask Pi how Mighty Networks works. Because I don't know. Because, I'm like the MC of the joint. I don't know how this shit works. That was a cool image I made tonight. That's a, what's it called? Dali image. I wish I could have got at China to come to the meetup tonight. The voice of Siri. Oh, that would have been nice. Watch Danielle's in video she made of her up and coming business. Okay, very cool. Where is that? Is that in the show and tell? We're going to need a bigger arc. The AI zoo transport. Y'all are so fucking weird. I like it. It's just the way you're supposed to be. Just left of center. Here, let me go look for Daniel. Where is it, Joker? Where's that video? I'll go look at it. With disinformation and bad actors afoot, people's Home Alone moment could be negative. It absolutely could. Listen, so Two Block Tom, I agree with you that we are in for a pretty dramatic shit show of the 2024 election. And so I agree. I think that having the Kevin McAllister moment, which if you don't know what the Kevin McAllister moment is, if you remember Home Alone, it's this moment. And when you start playing around with this AI stuff, there will be some point, usually within the first 5 or 10 minutes, where you have that moment and you're like, holy shit, what did that thing just do? And then those things keep coming, just one after another after. Like the deeper you dig into this, the more it's essentially impossible to process what's happening. And I think 2024, as these tools get more sophisticated, we're already seeing it with images, but we're seeing the videos get better and better. We're seeing the audio get better and better. We're seeing the synthesized audio sound more and more lifelike and nuanced. And so probably within 2024, it's going to be almost impossible to distinguish real from fake. And yeah, some people's Kevin McAllister moments might be, this shit's evil. And I guess I suppose that's why I spend a lot of time here trying to get people to step into this on purpose, right? Consciously choose to be a part of learning about this rather than smacked upside the head with a tortilla. I just posted it in the irregulars so you could find it easily. Very cool. So, Danielle, be not afraid. Use this tool called InVideo. So is this your video or did you post it? Fold Rush Laundry. Reclaim your time with expert laundry service.
Ever wished you had more time in your day? Picture this, a life free from the mundane chore of laundry. Enter Fold Rush Laundry, your personal laundry assistant that turns your laundry day into a day of leisure. Imagine a busy mom juggling work, kids, and home. Fold Rush Laundry has been a game changer, she says. Now I can spend more quality time with my kids instead of dealing with dirty clothes. Now, think of a college student swamped with assignments and exams who says, Fold Rush Laundry is my secret weapon. It gives me more time to focus on my studies, and I don't have to worry about laundry. Consider a professional working long hours who shares, Fold Rush Laundry is reliable and convenient. It saves me precious time, and the quality of their service is top-notch. Fold Rush. Laundry isn't just about washing and folding your clothes, it's about giving you back your time. It's about convenience at your fingertips, with easy scheduling and prompt delivery. It's about quality, with every item treated with personalized care. And yes, it's about the planet too, with eco-friendly practices that you can feel good about. So why spend your weekends doing laundry when Fold Rush Laundry can do it for you? Say goodbye to the laundry burden and hello to more freedom, more peace of mind, and more time for what truly matters. Give Fold Rush Laundry a try for your next laundry day. Experience the convenience, reliability, and quality that our diverse customers rave about. Turn your laundry day into a day of leisure with Fold Rush Laundry, because you deserve it.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's in video, and you can, she can pay for that and download it without the watermarks and things like that. But this is one of those tools where you just put in, here's my business. It writes the script. It creates the voiceover. It finds all the stock footage. It edits it all together. It puts the background music in there, creates the titles without you having to do a thing. InVideo is one of them, and then there's one that I have in the list called Visla, which is very similar to this. Super cool. Super cool. It creates all the dialogue and uses stock video, all from a prompt. Yeah, amazing. And this is the thing that one of the predictions, one of the predictions and some of the hopes tonight were just ubiquitous was the word, right? That this AI stuff's going to be ubiquitous. It's going to be everywhere. Be not afraid. Took less than 5 minutes. Yeah, she put that thing together in less than 5 minutes. And now, and what's amazing about this is you can start with that, and if you wanted to go edit the script, you could go edit the script. If you wanted to cut in different video, you could do that. If you wanted to swap something out for a different piece, you can do that. Minutes. Things that used to take days or weeks and cost thousands of dollars are now going to take minutes or seconds. And it's going to be everywhere. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's here. It's here. It's here, people. It's here. It's here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Have you launched ChatGPT yet? Seriously, anyone that's in here, there's 111 people in here. Have you tried ChatGPT? I'll wait. 3 of you said no. It's probably more than that, by the way. I've had people that have come here multiple times, and then weeks after I see them in here multiple times, they're like, I finally tried ChatGPT. You were right. It's kind of something. Fucking try it right now. Chat.openai.com. Just go there now. If you haven't played with it, go there right now. But Kyle, what do I do? Go to your browser. What's a browser? Chrome? Oh, Chrome. Yeah, I've got Chrome. It's not a browser. Is that a browser? Go to Chrome. In the little bar at the top, type chat.openai.com. Just go do it. But Kyle, what do I do? You do this. You do parlor tricks to start. Kyle, what's a parlor trick? I don't. First, you mentioned the AI Salon, and it's a different meaning of the word than the beauty parlor, and I didn't even know that. And now you got parlor tricks? What is this, the 1890s? Kyle, I don't understand. So you go here, I'm at ChatGPT 3.5. Okay? That's the free version. And then I'm going to go, let's see. Let's see. Write me an article about the AI. No, that's not going to show up. About why some dogs sing whenever they hear a guitar. Kyle, I can't read it. It's going too fast. But surely that's a piece of poop, isn't it? Maybe. Let's go look at it. Title: Why some dogs sing whenever they hear a guitar. Dogs have been our loyal companions for thousands of years, and their ability to surprise us with unique behaviors never ceases to amaze us. Canine connection to music, mimicking behavior, emotional connection, social interaction, breed and personality factors. Not all dogs sing when they hear a guitar. True. I've had a lot of labs. None of them sang. Reinforcement. Yeah, well, Champ makes a he's got an audience. He's got an audience. So it'll do that. It'll write that. You could also say, let's see. Create a table that compares dogs that sing to guitar with howling wolves. Okay, but wait, where did that... Whoever just did that survey, I don't see it up here to turn it on. Try that again. Something went wonky. Just did a complete marketing plan, made a website in less than 2 hours. One love. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. This shit's nuts. Oh, by the way, howling wolves and dogs that sing guitar. Like, here's the table it just made, comparing those two things. Like, this table didn't exist before. The G in GPT stands for generative. It's generating this stuff. It's generating original content. It's not copying and pasting. This is not a plagiarism machine. This is not a plagiarism machine. This is not a plagiarism machine. Okay? It's going to be categorized as that. Why? It sells more newspapers. It's not how it works, though. There are going to be lots of lawsuits for lots of years. What else could you do? You could say, I want to create a Python application that lets people talk about the kinds of behaviors they like in dogs, and then it recommends breeds for them. Please write that for me. Have you ever tried to learn Python? Me neither. One of the first Kevin McAllister moments I had with ChatGPT was I thought, hey, I heard it can write code. Let me try some of that. And I did something essentially exactly like this. And it wrote all this code, and I'm like, hey, I don't know how to run Python code. I was just kidding. And it said, here's how you run Python code. And I'm like, no, I don't want to run the terminal on my Macintosh. I got a GUI for a reason. I don't like command line shit. I said, isn't there a website I can try to run this Python code? It said, sure, here's 5 of them. The first one was Replit, which is like the most famous one, the one people like. Within 90 minutes, I had written a fully functional Python application that was making API calls to OpenAI, and it generated 5 pieces of social media based on 3 little text inputs. I did it in 90 minutes. I've still never written a line of Python in my life. Survey is up. I don't see it, Silver Fox. Normally I've got it. It shows up here. Where? Oh, wait. There it is. Okay, there it is. All right. You've got a minute, So up there's a survey. So what we want to do is, for the 115 people on there, click on in the upper left corner, it says ChatGPT 3.5. It's a little survey. And just put whether you're paying $20 a month for ChatGPT Plus, you use it with 3.5, you don't know, wait, say what, or you don't know. I don't know how the last two are different, but wait, how many here use ChatGPT 4? All right? So go do that. 12 votes. You got a minute left. Minute left. Let's go, people. Go to the survey. Up there. Over there. It's a little thing that looks like this, and you click on it. Well, you don't click. Click is so Gen X. You tap on it. What's this called? Is that a tap? That's very disturbing, Kyle. Could you stop doing that with your finger? I could, but it's funny. Go make clicks on that. Click tap that. Tap click it. Hey Marge. You watching the wheel? Yeah. Hey, listen, how do you turn on the TikTok? You what? It's just on? What? How? It says there's people here. You what? Should I turn it off? Don't turn it off. Say what to the people? Say what? Oh, teach them about AI? Okay. All right. Hi, people. We'll teach you about AI here. All right, this is a skewed audience. 92% of the people in here are paying $20 a month. That's a lot. That's good. 39 votes. I personally think right now, ChatGPT 4, the $20 a month version of ChatGPT, go to chat.openai.com, and in the lower left-hand corner, click on your name and go to My Plan. And if you can afford $20 a month, get the $20 a month ChatGPT Plus subscription and learn it. Learn what's in it. But Kyle, I don't want to learn. I'm not very technical. Why do you always tell me to learn? I don't want to learn. I'm not back in school. I worked very hard today. I don't want to learn your fancy AI business. That's okay. Just go pay your $20 and start learning it. Here's all you need to do to learn it. Show up here every night. Seriously. Just show up here and dick around. Dick around with AI. It will serve you. All right. Since when does 3.5 write code? It's always written code. It doesn't write it as good as 4. 4 does everything better. But yeah, 3.5 has always done code. I'm trying to think what else 3.5 does. You can talk to 3.5 if you get the iOS app or the Android app. And you can do custom instructions with it. Anyway, I'm not going to run down this rabbit hole. It was a 3.5-hour rabbit hole. So last night, if you go to our YouTube channel, it's AI Learning Lab -TT on YouTube. I put up last night's recording. I did a 3.5-hour session last night. There were hijinks. It was a fucking stand-up comedy routine without the laughter. It was hijinks. There were singing dogs. There were questions. There were answers. We demoed ChatGPT 3.5. We demoed custom instructions. We demoed like 2/3 of what ChatGPT 4 can do. It took like 2 hours to like really dig into, just not really dig into, to kind of scratch the surface on what's possible with ChatGPT 4. Where do you pay for ChatGPT? Click on your name and go to My Plan. And ignore Team for now. Just ignore it. It's not ready. Pretend they didn't launch it. Just ignore that shit. It's a piece of steaming poop. By the way, I don't work for OpenAI. I don't get paid by OpenAI. It's been well documented by the New York Times that Sam Altman is jealous of me. He doesn't even want me talking about his stupid company, but that's fine. I talk about it anyway because it's the best one out there. So I don't give two shits if you don't pay the $20. If you can afford the $20, if you can give up 3 Starbucks lattes a month, this is the best $20 you'll ever spend. And like, learn what it does. And you're like, but Kyle, I don't know what it does. How would I learn what it does? You go to the AI Salon, like I told you before, you join the AI Salon, and then in the AI Salon, you go to this little page here called AI Tools and Resources. And the very first thing on AI recommended top AI Salon tool recommendations. The very first one is ChatGPT.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
And I talk about here's what ChatGPT 3.5 can do, and here's what ChatGPT 4 can do. Every one of these bullet points is a whole nother rabbit hole you should be exploring. This is all within ChatGPT. And they're not broken out as separate tools. It can do all of them in conjunction with one another in a long-ass conversation you have with it. You could be talking about Danielle started her new business. She could be talking about, I want to come up with a name for the business. Oh, okay, it did that. Now I want to come up with a tagline. Now I want to come up with a marketing plan. Now I want to come up with a business plan. Now I want to figure out how I target certain customer groups. Now I want to come up with a logo. Now I want to come up with an image for Instagram post. Now I want to come up with the Instagram post. Just on and on and on. And it just does all this stuff. Maybe she has a friend comes over, and they have a whiteboard session where they're brainstorming on the whiteboard. And she's like, man, that was a great brainstorming session. If only there was a way I could get the notes from that whiteboard into ChatGPT. I'm going to go to ChatGPT 4. I'm going to click on this little paperclip. I'm going to go find that picture that someone took of the whiteboard. That one. And I'm going to say to ChatGPT, what is this? I noticed an article in the Salon tonight comparing Bard to ChatGPT 4. Thoughts? Bard right now compared to ChatGPT 4 is an absolute joke. When they release Gemini Ultra, then and assuming that Gemini Ultra lives within Bard, then it won't be a joke. But right now, Bard is almost as good as ChatGPT 3.5. What's the deal with Microsoft's $20 a month Copilot subscription? Literally the same thing. It's not literally the same thing. So Microsoft's Copilot subscription is to have ChatGPT-like services incorporated into Office 365. The ChatGPT, the copilot.microsoft.com, the thing that's like ChatGPT is actually free from Microsoft. Copilot is the thing where it's integrated into your Office 365 suite. It's a very different thing. And also, ChatGPT from Microsoft is not the same as ChatGPT from OpenAI. They're two totally different applications. They both use the GPT-4 large language model, the foundation model, but they're different applications. We did a whole thing last night with a box and ink cartridges. And so the box is GPT-4, this is ChatGPT, and this is Copilot. They're different applications. And then Microsoft lobotomized their GPT when they got some bad press from the New York Times, which is why it's shittier. But it's incorporated into Office 365. Anyway, back to this thing. Danielle's starting her business, and now she shifted from starting a laundry business to now she's started a food ordering app designed for airports. And that's what this picture was. This is a whiteboard that I found on the internet. I stuck it in here. It says it seems to be a UI design of an application that does a bunch of stuff. So it reads all that stuff. I could say, please write out the text using Markdown to make it easier to read. You ever had shit on your whiteboard for like months and you're like, I just can't bring myself to type it in? Guess what? You don't have to. Anyone having a Kevin McAllister moment yet? You should be, if you haven't seen this shit before. Well, it's just OCR, Kyle. It's relatively trivial. Optical character recognition's been around for quite some time, Mr. Shannon. Okay, true. I'll give you that. I'd like to come up with a clever name for this app. Can you please write a creative brief for how you would name this app, and then give me 20 possible app names based on that creative brief? Project name, airport ordering app naming to create a name for an airport and food app. Target audience, business travelers, got that from the whiteboard. Families, got that from the whiteboard. Tech-savvy individuals, got that from the fact that it was a digital interface. Tone and personality, the name should be innovative, friendly, efficient, international. Unique value propositions. Keywords, 20 possible names. Okay? All right, okay. All right, well, anybody can come up with names, Kyle. That's just stupid. All right, great, fine. Let's do Fly Feast, Arrow Eats, Gate Gourmet, Sky Surf, no, Jet Set Menu, Quick Gate. Quick Gate's not bad. Sky Snack, no. Globe Trot Grub, ooh, close. Airway Amenities, Flight Fare, Terminal Treats, that's horrible. It's just bad. All right, so we'll go Boarding Bite. I don't feel like working. Okay, fine. So we're gonna go. Okay, I like the name Boarding Bite. Now, please come up with a tagline that brings that name to life. Awesome. Now, can you visualize what a poster in the airport might look like that includes the name of the app, a screenshot of the ordering interface, and the tagline? Now it's making images. Who, me? Was that from the Sydney AI love affair? Yeah, why they lobotomized Copilot? Yeah, that was from when Sydney told Kevin Roose that she loved him and he should leave his wife for her. That made the cover of the New York Times. Boarding Bite. Look, there you go. Okay, so we just went from a stupid-ass whiteboard that I just randomly found on the internet to a poster in an airport with the app, the interface, the name of it. Oh, wait, there's more. Please recommend a technology strategy that includes the front end, the back end, and the database technology, and provide sample code for each. This is my new Parlor trick for ChatGPT 4. This one just kills me. It just blows me away. Like, do people get what's happening in the world right now? Look at this. Rudy, if you want to speak to GPT like Kyle on a Mac, but on Windows, press the plus G keys. What is that? Command G or Control G? Press Windows plus G. Okay, cool. If you want to talk to it. Yes, so how I'm talking to it right now is I'm just using a Macintosh accessibility feature called dictation. And so on a MacBook Pro, F5 is the microphone key, and that's mapped to that function. So that's how I'm talking to it. But look what this did. Let's go back here. So there's our little marketing plan. We could also do interfaces for this. But it says front end, React Native, reasoning. React Native allows you to create mobile apps that's indistinguishable from the app built from an app built using Objective-C, Java, or Swift. Uses the same fundamental UI building blocks as regular iOS and Android apps. You just put those building blocks together using JavaScript and React. So there's your React code. Backend, Node.js with Express, gives you the explanation for that. There's your JavaScript for that. Database, MongoDB. Here's the sample code for that. Wait, it's Windows key plus H, not G. Sorry. Okay, Rudy. 2 demerits for Rudy. So Emilio's wife gets 1 demerit for being late, and Rudy gets 2 demerits for giving us the wrong command key on Windows. Rudy, I thought you were a professional. Kyle, I set up my keyboard to use the function key twice. No need to lift the cover of the keyboard. I could do that, Corey. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I gotta listen. There's a whole situation with my setup here, which it's getting better thanks to the irregulars who gave me a lovely. At least I'm not using a motorcycle box to hold up my a motorcycle helmet box to hold up my my computer anymore. But yeah, I got to get my shit together with the old setup here. The brown bag is for it's for this. This is not just any old brown bag. This is a Blanton's bag. And ask me how I got a Blanton's bag. I was gift ambushed by the irregulars in here shortly after the new year, where they sent, among other things, this. Which, if you know anything about bourbon, this is a bit of a holy grail. And it's the best fucking bourbon out there. So, anyway, I'm probably going to get perma-banned from TikTok for showing it, but whatever. Whatever. Anyway. So yeah. So have you gone to ChatGPT yet? If you haven't gone to ChatGPT, go there now. But Carl, no, let's do it. Are there other tools you could use? Yes, an infinite number of them right now. But you can talk to it, and it can talk back. Correct. You can do this on both ChatGPT 3.5 and ChatGPT 4. This is an iPad with a licorice flavored keyboard. If you don't have the licorice, it's black licorice flavored. If you don't have the black licorice flavored official Apple keyboard, fucking delicious. You should get one. Anyway, I do get commissions on all of the licorice keyboards that are sold. You buy them for $129, I get $125, and they're fucking tasty. All right, go look for it on Amazon. It's right there right now. Black licorice iPad keyboard, like Magic Keyboard or something like that. Okay. See that? That's the ChatGPT app. Click on that and then put it into, right now it's ChatGPT 3.5. I'm going to put it in ChatGPT 4. But you can do it in either one. In the lower right-hand corner, there's those little headphones. You can go. What years were the Ford Bronco made?
The Ford Bronco was originally produced from 1966 to and reintroduced in 2021. So it has 2 distinct production periods from 1966 to 1996 and starting again in 2021.
Make me a picture of an orange Bronco from 1972 rock climbing in the desert. So not only can you talk to it and it talks back, you can ask it to make pictures. So you know that thing I did where I told it to say, hey, make me that concept for the airport thing? And you could be doing that in your car on the way to work, just talking to it and having it make Look.
Here's the image of a bright orange 1972 Ford Bronco rock climbing in the desert. It captures the dynamic and rugged nature of the Bronco in a picturesque desert setting. Let me know what you think. You can check out the images in our conversation history.
I like it okay. I'd like you to write an advertising headline to go with that image.
Conquer the wild, unleash the power of the 72 Bronco in every adventure.
That's great, but I want to publish it in a German magazine. Can you tell me that in German?
Sure. In German, the headline would be Erobern Sie die Wildnis, entfesseln Sie die Kraft des 72 Bronco bei jedem Abenteuer.
That's so good, but we're really trying to break into the Japanese market. Could you give me it in Japanese too?
Of course. In Japanese, the headline is Koye o tsi hashio, arayuru moken de 72 Bronco no power o tokifate. This should resonate well with the Japanese market.
Okay. So, now, I was driving in my car. I put it in Bluetooth mode and I was having a conversation with it. I'm late on a deadline. A client needs an ad for a 1972 Ford Bronco. Okay, great. I get to work. New chat. Look. Look. I was just talking that with my words. And I get to my desk and look. Here it is in German. Here it is in Japanese. Any Kevin McAllister moments going on out there? You guys should be diving deep. What am I looking at now? I don't know. What were you looking at when you wrote that? I don't see your comments in real time because I have mods. Wait, missed the intro for this tool. The one where I was talking, it's ChatGPT. The one that made this image is ChatGPT. The one that took my talking and turned it into words, and then I moved to my desktop machine, and here are the words, as well as the picture. ChatGPT. The one that turned this whiteboard image into a transcription of what was on it, into 20 possible names, into a marketing thing, into tech recommendations and code. ChatGPT. This is why when you go to the AI Salon, AI Tools Salon, top AI Salon tool recommendations, the very first thing is like this long ass thing about ChatGPT. Because that one tool, if you pay $20 a month, does all this shit. And if you want to get AI literate, you should understand what's here. Because ChatGPT 5 is coming, and it's going to be way more intense. Like, this is nothing. And this is fucking intense. Just ChatGPT 3.5, if you really dug into it, is intense. That conversation I had, you can have a 3.5. Custom instructions where you can give ChatGPT its own personality and have it behave very differently than it does now, that's part of 3.5. It's super fast. It's wicked deep. And then if you pay the $20 a month, then you get all this other shit. Well, what is all that other shit, Kyle? I don't understand. Get in there. Get in there. Go to this document. I'll tell you what all that stuff is. And start playing and start sharing what you're learning. Really important right now. Really important. All the irregulars, the people that come to this channel night after night after night. I'm in here 7 nights a week for 2 hours a night. Last night it was 3.5 hours because I'm stupid. Why are they doing that? My supermodel good looks? To hear my dog sing for 3 minutes at the beginning of the show? Lori Duskin Ryan, best $20 I spend a month, hands down. $20 for ChatGPT it's the best deal in software. I think it's the best deal in software history. I make no commissions off this. I don't care if you buy it or not. He just says that. I bet he's making a commission. That's what all those people do. You know what they do? They say this is a fair and balanced, just a recommendation. And then what you find out, they had a brand deal for a year. I bet he's been in Sam Altman's office. I bet Sam calls him nightly, once a week, to ask his advice. It's possible, I suppose. Corey Sandler Pottery. I'm sharing with my pottery crew, and several have come here to check you out. Oh boy, sorry, Corey. Hey, pottery crew. So Corey's. Wait, we got. So I'm going to show you what a GPT is. If you don't know what a GPT is, that's another thing you can do for free, or no, as part of the $20 a month with GPT-4. You can create these things called GPTs, which are like little customized, personalized versions of ChatGPT. So if you click on Explore GPTs, you need ChatGPT-4 to be able to do this. But if you click on that, it'll take you to what OpenAI calls the GPT store, which is a horrible name because it's not a store, but whatever. I'm bitter about this, but you can at least find stuff. So if I look for Corey Sandler, let's see, the Imaginarium, Pottery Whisperer Pro. So she's got a bunch. So Corey Sandler, you should go check out her stuff. Her GPTs are fucking cool. She's got one called Iconic that makes groovy glasses. She's got one that'll make. She combined the artistry of the Cinnabon with shoe design. So it makes shoes that look like they were made by the Cinnabon chef. And wait, hang on a sec. So wait, let me go. Pottery Whisperer. Okay, so this is, it creates unique glazes. You choose a color, a cone. I didn't know what a cone was, but I do now. A cone is a temperature zone for pottery. And anyway, so you say create a random glaze for cone 6 pottery. So you click on that. Watch what this thing does. Is ChatGPT the place to build presentation slides? Not really, Don Smith. You can write the copy for the presentation slides in ChatGPT, which will be really good, and you can make the images for the slides in ChatGPT, but it doesn't automatically assemble it. My problem with the slide, with the things that actually make you a PowerPoint presentation, is they're a little rigid, and it's, I don't know. I'd rather just do it in ChatGPT and then copy and paste the crap over to PowerPoint or Keynote. Okay, so check this out. So this is, I don't know, this is going to be called the Mystic Nebula, and this has got potash feldspar 30%, whiting 20%, EPK kaolin 15%, silica flint 25%, and talc 10%. I can see it now, can't you? No, neither can I. I don't know anything of what the fuck is she talking about here? But then watch what you do. Watch. You're like, can I see what this would look like? So it says, this glaze should create a captivating and dynamic surface on your pottery with the depth of the ocean and the mystique of a starry sky. Remember, glaze results can vary greatly, right? So here's a recipe for you to put together and stick on your dang pottery. And look. How cool is this? I'm telling you. How do you activate plugins with your voice? I don't know. I don't know if you can. I think probably you might be able to. I don't know. I've never tried it. Anyway, that's Corey Sanders. That's a GPT. Like so what GPTs are is people take their really specific expertises or passions, and without needing to do any coding, they basically give you a tool that does something that they've got expertise in. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I want to use AI to evaluate football plays and lifting form. Any ideas if that's possible? Doing it with video right now would require some programming, but GPT Vision. So go watch. Which HCC Strong? Go watch. There's videos on Twitter where they're using GPT Vision plus text to voice, where they're analyzing like video of a kid playing a video game, and it's generating the commentary in real time while the game's playing. So like that's possible. But so let's go to try an experiment. So you said football plays. All right, so let's go to the internets. We'll go photo of football play developing. No, not that football. I spelled it with one L. Dang it. Of American football play developing. Images. This is the wrong kind of football. Let's say of college football play developing. Okay, let's see. Overhead photo. All right. Is that one? Sure. Whoops. Copy image. I'm going to go chop some of this other shit off it. Hang on. We're going to get rid of Rose Bowl. We're just going to have players. All right, and we're going to go tools, crop. All right, there's our thing. Save. By the way, I do not know if this works. This is part of the joy of this channel is you tell me to do stupid shit and I'll go try it. And you know what happens? Like 9 times out of 10, it blows my fucking mind. Football. Okay. Football to the desktop. Great. Okay. So we have an image. We're going to go to ChatGPT. We're going to do a new chat. Now, you got to be in ChatGPT 4. If you're in ChatGPT 4, you get this little paperclip. You click on that paperclip. We're going to go find that fruit ball image. Fruit ball. So football image is in there. So I'm going to say, I know nothing about this. Act as a Division I coach and analyze the play that is developing and what I should know about it as a layman. The image I see is a football play in progress. Here's the layman's analysis, formation and personnel. The offense, the team with the ball, is lined up in what appears to be a standard formation with the quarterback under center. That's not true. The quarterback's rolling out. Meaning he's directly, okay, the defense is counter. What's happening? The play has just started. The offensive line is engaging with the defensive line. The running back, 37. Oh, maybe they think that's the running back. I think that's the quarterback because the way he's holding the ball. Is moving toward the line of scrimmage where the ball was snapped, indicating a running play. The quarterback, number 8, has multiple options here. It's just making this shit up. So this is called hallucinations. As a coach, you should know. All right, I'm gonna try this again. Let's do it. Let's do a new ChatGPT. I'm gonna get same picture. What is going on here? Moment from an American football game. Play in progress. Players from both teams on the field. The team on the offense, which is the team with the possession of the football, appears to be executing a play, possibly a running play given the formation and positions of the player. Defensive teams trying to stop them. The action taking place near the zone. Who has the ball? Yeah, it's not quite doing it here. So it's possible you could do this, and it's possible you could look for the play cards, X's and O's. X's and O's it'll probably do. I was just trying to get it to do analysis of actual photo stuff, but let's see if we can get it to do something better with X's and O's. X's and O's. So we'll say football play design. All right, here we go. Let's get a complicated one. All right, that looks pretty complicated. Great. So we'll do save image as. We'll do football. Let's see, football 2. But you see what I'm doing here, right? And this is my advice for anyone wanting to learn is nobody has the answers to any of this shit. This tech is too new. Like, are there people who figured out how to do this? I would wager, we can go look and see, I would wager that there's probably a GPT that's been built that does some sort of play analysis. But let's But the best way to learn this stuff is just do it. Just like if you have a question, like I need to analyze football plays more better. Can it do that? I don't know. Maybe. Tell me what happens here and name the play. Image appears to be a diagram of a football play, specifically an American football game, the design of the field and the markings, its strategic plan. In the diagram, few key moments. The lines and arrows represents, okay, the shaded, okay, whatever. Unfortunately, without the label of context, it's not possible. I'm going to say, try again. Try again. Look at the shapes and arrows and take a guess. This is an important thing. If ChatGPT gives you shitty answers, tell it gave you shitty answers, and it'll try. It's amazing. At a minimum, what it'll try to do is it'll try to help you. The diagram represents. Here's a breakdown of what could be happening. The brown shaded arrow with the pink rectangles could indicate a player, like the quarterback rolling out. Okay, he's looking there. He's going to throw there. Oh, I see. Okay. The yellow arrow seems to show a receiver running a deep route, potentially a post route, angling toward the center of the field. That's right. That's what that is. Oh, no, he said the yellow arrow. That's not right. I don't know anything about football, though. So, wait, the black arrow shows the receiver's routes. Yeah, it doesn't get this. So it's clearly not really been trained on football stuff. But let's go see if there's any GPTs that do. Let's do football. Football predictor. There's going to be all sorts of fantasy football shit. So we'll do football play. Digital football coach advisor. Gridiron guru, football quarterback. A strategic football game. That's cool. So the coach advisor supports youth in high school, plan and strategize. What questions can I ask? How do I get started? What's the 3 and 4 nickel defense? Anyway, all right, that was a fairly rare swing and a complete miss by ChatGPT. It's obviously not really trained on that kind of data with any sort of actual training. So I would say there's an opportunity to go do a fine-tuned model where you could train it on images and make something that does that. You could absolutely do that. Like, it's all this tech is relatively trivial to put that shit together. But it looks like ChatGPT out of the box is shitty at that. Is there any indication on rating chats actually helps OpenAI learn? Well, that's entirely how. So the way ChatGPT learns is called reinforcement learning. And so it's got human beings. When it generates answers, human beings go thumbs up, thumbs down. Here's why it was good. And every time they do that, it actually does train the model. So yes, that's how OpenAI does what they do. Now, if you want to see something, if you want to read something interesting about how you train these models, read up or watch YouTube videos on a company called Anthropic. They're the company behind Claude AI, Claude.ai. Claude.ai, in my opinion, is kind of the second runner-up to ChatGPT in terms of quality of large language model right now. It just happens to be founded by a bunch of ex-OpenAI people that made ChatGPT 3. So they know what the fuck they're doing. And they use what's called a constitutional learning model. So instead of human beings go thumb up, thumbs down, what the constitutional learning model does is it gives, there's like 5 imperatives, 5 rules that are like, you know, don't harm, do no harm, increase prosperity, I don't know, make people happy, whatever it is. It's got 5 rules or 7 rules, whatever the Constitution says. There's some set of imperatives. And when Claude generates an answer, it's comparing it to its constitution. And so it's always measuring it consistently without human bias. So I think it's a really interesting model. And their whole thing is that they want to be able to do what they call alignment better than any other company in the world. And alignment is, when you're talking about AI alignment, it basically means this. You have human beings that have their imperatives. We want to be awesome, right? And then you have AI, and it's got its imperatives. Alignment means those two goals, imperatives, are aligned. If you have humans over here going, we just want to be swell, and you have AI going, I want to be the most powerful AI in all of the land, and it starts heading toward being the most powerful AI in all of the land, and one of these humans gets in the way of that, it will go, I'm getting smarter, and those guys are in my way. So my imperative is just to become the strongest AI ever, so why don't I go on ahead and just shut off their power and see how they do for a week? And then the humans all scramble and they're like, fuck, what happened? And the AI's like, all right, I got a free week. Let me go do some damage. That's not alignment. that's the scenario that the movies want us to believe is going to happen. That's what Claude's into. But yes, the thumbs up and thumbs down actually makes a difference. Erica, how does AI get smarter and not dumber if users are the ones teaching? What corrects the mistakes? Oh man, it's a whole world in and of itself, Erica. If you want to geek out on it a bit, go watch videos of David Shapiro. He's Dave Shap on YouTube. He's written 5 books on AGI. He talks a lot about this stuff. Kyle, your idea. Why can't ChatGPT pick the winning numbers for the Powerball game? Oh, yeah. It's now you're getting into probability and superstition. They're two different things. What was I talking about? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Kyle, I don't know anything about this. Also, Kyle, Quebec isn't under the center. He's rolling out. Well, I know a little bit about football. The only thing I know about football is when I played it in junior high, people that are really into sports are of a different breed than me. I got kneed in the rib so hard once, it broke a rib. But the guy just didn't give a fuck. And I was like, oh, I get it. They're not like me. It's just like... So, how does AI get smarter, not dumber, if users are the ones teaching? Well, so users aren't the ones teaching. What users... So, okay. I'm trying to think if I want to run down this rabbit hole. I could... Do you want me to run down a rabbit hole on how large language models work? I've got a presentation. I've got a slide that will teach you how large language models work. I think it's fucking fascinating. But before I do that, the humans are not teaching ChatGPT how to be better. ChatGPT is giving probabilistic answers, and then human beings are grading that. And so it basically knows, okay, I gave it this thing and it gave me a bad score. And so the next time I'm going to, and a bad score means it went that way. So the next time I'm going to sort of aim it that way. And then so it's just this constant game of, is it better or worse, better or worse? And so as humans tell it it's better or worse, it gets better and better at predicting what is the right answer that a human being would want. These tools right now have no idea what they write. They have no idea what it means. And it's one of the confusing things about them, because ChatGPT is so powerful. You look at the output of it and you're like, well, it must be sentient. Like it knows all this stuff, and it knows how to write, and it knows how to write code, and it has no idea what it's writing. It's literally a calculator predicting the probability of the next word in the sentence, word by word, token by token, they call it. It's, words, commas, spaces, shit like that. It's predicting that word by word. A mathematical... It's just finding some point in 1,000-dimensional vector space and saying, this point in 1,000-dimensional space attached to this word is the next most probable word. So it has no idea what it's written. So when humans are giving it thumbs up, thumbs down, they're just modifying what's called the weighting, how it probabilistically determines which are the right words. So that's how it works. So anyway, embarrassing question, but can ChatGPT be used for poll is live? All right, what's the poll? Can we go down the rabbit hole of LLM creations? Oh, okay. So we've got a minute and a half. If you want me to explain how ChatGPT works, go to the poll. So the poll's right there. Click on that. If you want me to explain how LLMs work, large language models work, click yes. And if not, not. And then I won't, because Yeah, exactly. Someone just voted no because they're like, that's going to bore the fuck out of me. I didn't come here to learn something. It's called the AI Learning Lab. I came here to be entertained. This is TikTok, people. If Kyle doesn't start twerking in the next 15 minutes, I'm out of here. I'll do it too. I'll take fucking lessons. I've got YouTube. I got a booty. It's neck and neck right now, by the way. You got 30 seconds left to vote. Do you want to learn how large language models work? I'll show you my super fancy slide I made. Or not. And then I'll just keep talking about dog farts. You're call- now we have 30 seconds left. It was 50 seconds before. I've got old eyes. What do you want from me? I'm not going to look at this. I don't want to see. So if you want me to teach you how large language models work, vote yes for that. Embarrassing question. But can GPT-4 be used to create PowerPoint presentations? Not embarrassing at all. Not dumb at all. ChatGPT-4 can be used to write the PowerPoint presentation. So you can say, I want a PowerPoint presentation on this topic. I want this many slides in it. Or give me an outline for a presentation and now write the copy. And then because it can do DALL-E, you can use it to generate the images. You'll have to then copy and paste that into ChatGPT or into PowerPoint. There are tools like, what's one of them called? It begins with a T. Old man brain. I don't remember what it's called. There are tools out there that will make presentations for you. I don't like them. I just do the writing in ChatGPT, so you can write copy of it, but it won't actually write it. What was the poll? Copilot and PowerPoint. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. 65% of 32 votes want to see how to make how large language models work. Okay, fine. Let me go get the slide and I'll show you how it works. It's actually pretty wild. I kind of like showing this slide because every time I show it, it reminds me how just fucking batshit crazy insane this stuff is. All right, I got to download it from iCloud. Hang on, people. Don't forget the credit card. Oh, Danielle. Danielle is referencing a moment just 4 days ago where I put my credit card information on a TikTok in front of about 150 people. And Pate goes, you might want to go cancel that there, buddy. Which I did. I told the lady at the bank, I'm like, hey, yeah, I just showed my full credit card information to about 150 people on the internet. I'm going to go on ahead and want to change that number. She's like, I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good thing you called us. Oh, man. There is a slide maker custom GPT. Oh, that's cool. Okay. AI workshop. Oh, yeah. That's the DD.
So we've heard from a number of clients that modular content is important to them, getting more efficient with how we create content and how we leverage content. Clienti dicono che il contenuto modulare è importante, rendendo più efficiente la creazione dei contenuti. Behind me, you see these little green boxes. That's how we...
Yeah, that's from HeyGen. If you don't know HeyGen, you should know HeyGen. Does he always sing like that? It's very annoying. Does he want to get rid of people? I don't understand this channel at all. He seems like a bit of a dum-dum. Is he dumb? He's not? Why does he act like a dum-dum? I gotta find the slide, people. There it is. All right. You're gonna be like, oh man, that was so cool. You should show us other slides, man. Like, that's so bitchin'. Okay. How ChatGPT works. Does he need to talk to us like that? He seems a little aggressive. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Peter. Yeah. We're going to need you to go on ahead and come on in on Saturday. Yeah. Oh, hey, and one more thing, Peter. Yeah. Hey, listen, we're going to need you to go on ahead and come on in on Sunday, too. My husband says AI is fancy autocomplete. Your husband is 100,000% correct. Ding, ding, ding. Husband for the win. I love it when a husband's right. Fantastic, Bob. Tell him what he's won. Just don't tell her you're right. Just don't tell her you're right. I told you I was right, honey. Oh, swing and a miss. Ooh, that's going to be a long evening on the couch. Okay. Been married for 37 years? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. How does ChatGPT work? Well, let's start with GPT. What does GPT stand for? The G in GPT stands for generative, the P is pre-trained, and the T is transformer. The transformer is the technology that Google invented in 2017 that basically makes all of the shit that we're playing with today possible. One little white paper in 2017 called Attention is All You Need is the foundation, is the basis for OpenAI's success and all of these large language models and all of the image generation tools and all the video generation tools. It's all based on the same basic technology. It's staggering that somebody figured out how to do this. It's just mind-blowing. So that's the T. The T just basically is the type of technology that they use. Transformer. Pre-trained, the P means you don't have to bring your own data. So in the olden timey days, like before 2017, if you wanted to create a machine learning model, you had to bring your own data. You'd bring radiology scans, or you'd bring, population data, or you'd bring whatever data you had and you'd stick it in the machine and it would do some weird ass mathematical stuff and then it would do magical things. And so machine learning models were these vertical specialty kind of models. The G in GPT stands for generative, and that means it's actually generating original content. And I'll show you, that's what I'm going to show you here is how it does that. So generative generates original content, pre-trained on whatever knowledge it's been trained on. In the case of ChatGPT, what it's been trained on is as much of the public internet as OpenAI could put in this particular format and jam into the thing. So one of the reasons ChatGPT 4 is better than anyone else out there, that no one's been able to catch them in a year, is that they spent 4 or 5 years getting as much data as they could to train this thing on. Sam Altman realized very, very early that the better the quality of the data and the more data they have and the more GPUs they can train it on, the better this thing's going to be. That's why no one's caught him yet. Okay, LLM, you hear that a lot. That stands for large language model. That's just the name for the things we're playing with, like ChatGPT. Things like Midjourney and Stable Diffusion are diffusion models, for images. So there's different things. Large language models is the language stuff. Then there's this thing called the latent space, and this is where we get a little geeky, but it's not that bad. So the latent space is a mathematical representation, I say of words, but it's a mathematical representation of points in vector space clustered by meaning. Okay, so imagine that every one of those dots is a vector, is a number that represents a word, and those clusters are clusters of meaning. So you might have the word dog, and in this cluster here, it's the meaning of the word dog. Like this is a cluster of like animals. And then you also have the word dog up in this cluster. And this cluster is like, that guy did his girl bad and he's a dog, right? So same word, very different semantic places. This is one of the reasons why when you say act like a Stanford mathematician, when you tell ChatGPT to act like a certain thing, it actually kind of points it in the direction of a semantic cluster, and it kind of eliminates some of the stuff where there might be false information. That's why that thing works. Okay, So that's the latent space. This is a highly simplified two-dimensional. This is just an XY two-dimensional space, right? It's just a flat plane with these things. The real latent space is like 1,000 dimensions. It's impossible to comprehend. And it's trillions of points in this latent space. Okay, so whatever. It doesn't matter. But just know that's the latent space. It's this mathematical space where each dot represents a vector, a number, which is then associated with a word. Okay. Based on your prompt, the large language model predicts the next word, what the next word should be, should respond with over and over and over and over. And this is why, I don't know what your name was, why your husband is correct, that it's basically just autocomplete on steroids. Here's how this works. So if you type in the prompt, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy blank. If you ever took a typing class, you know the word is dog. But what actually happens here? Well, when you type that in, it creates a mathematical probability of what the next word should be based on knowing all of this latent space. So what it does is it kind of deselects all the shit that's not right, and it says, okay, in this cluster of words, somewhere in there is the highest probability vector. The one that has the highest probability is the one it will go with. Now, there's a thing when you program these called temperature where you can make things more or less creative. If you make it less creative, it'll just go with the highest probability one. If you make it more creative, it might select, 8 or 10 of the words in here that could be the next word. And so it'll make it more creative. But anyway, so it predicts that's the next most probable word. And if you look at what that point is, it's just this big long string of numbers. 0.1023, comma, minus 0.0579, comma, 0.28, right? So it's just this big long ass string of numbers. And then that long ass string of numbers is tied to the word dog. And then the system inserts the word dog into that sentence. That's how it works. The large language model has zero idea what that word is or what all the other words it wrote were. All it knows is that it's just auto-completing one token after another. So when it writes you a whole 4-page blog article, it has no idea what it wrote. None. It's just a dum-dum. Now, I think that there are going to be, and I think these are being designed right now, there are going to be hybrid systems that do kind of multiple passes on this. One pass will be, it'll generate all the words. Then there'll be another pass where it'll analyze what it wrote and see if it got it right. And then it'll go back and rewrite it and then read it and see if it got it right. And then it may do that 4 or 5 times before you see anything. That's how we'll fix things like hallucinations. The reason these things hallucinate, they don't know what they wrote. All they know is in this weird-ass semantic space, there's a bunch of words that seem like they should go in this order. And so that's why it will confidently answer you even if it's wrong. That's not the LLM slide, Kyle. What's not the LLM slide? What you talking about, Willis? Do. What? You don't trust us with your credit card number? I thought we were friends. Oh, that was from a while ago. Oh, man. Isn't that wild? That's how ChatGPT works. What time is it? Is it time? It's time. It's getting late, people. Yeah, that's how that shit works. It's crazy, isn't it? When I figured out, did I figure it out? When I learned how large language models work, I find them more mysterious than I did when I didn't know how they worked. Because I, like many people, assumed that it was just kind of like a search engine. You've got all these documents in a database, and you type your prompt, and it sort of says, let me go look at all these documents and see which one's the right document, and then I'll return some chunk of that to the user. It's not what it's doing. When you put in a whole PDF document and you embed it, it's called embedding when you turn it into this vector space, that original document ceases to exist. It turns all of the individual words into numbers and scatters them into vector space in semantic clusters. And then when you type your prompt, it just has some mathematical probability that one of those things is the next right token word. Fucking nuts, isn't it? I asked Pi the other day, I'll ask you, what is to stop someone evil from programming ChatGPT? Well, the only thing to stop them from programming ChatGPT doing something evil is you have the corporation OpenAI saying they're not going to, and you have the company Microsoft saying, yeah, we invested $10 billion in you, and we're going to hold you to account for that because we've got our business to protect. So you've got an economic interest in the case of OpenAI. If you look at what Meta released into the world, Karmic Fruit, the Llama 2 open source full large language model with all the weights, they call it. It's basically all the secret sauce. What Meta put into the world was a completely unrestricted, open source, foundational large language model that's about the quality of GPT 3.5. That's in the hands of open source developers right now. You can install today a non-safety guardrailed version of Llama 2 on your Slack channel. I know a guy that did it. I met him from in here. He said, yeah, I put one of these in my Slack channel. It's fucking insane. It cusses at them all the time. He said it'll lose its mind and it'll just start speaking Spanish for like 3 days. And no matter what they ask, no matter what they tell it, it will not speak Spanish. And then it'll just come back and then it'll start cussing at them for 3 days. Question, sentience versus consciousness. Are AIs conscious? I don't think so, not right now. I mean, I think they'll program in that kind of behavior. I mean, I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know enough about the science of it. Again, so Cam, what I would strongly recommend if you're interested in this, that like the guy that can explain this stuff in a way that I think non-technical people can understand is David Shapiro. He explains how these tools work and how they think, and he explores these areas of consciousness and sentience and all that sort of stuff. I mean, just if you look at what I just did, there's no way that ChatGPT is conscious. It's a calculator. I mean, it's literally no more conscious, in my opinion, looking at how it works, than a calculator. But here's the weird part. I don't know that the mechanism of ChatGPT is conscious, but what you interact with as a human is all the data that humans put on the internet. And it happens to be coded in such a way that what you're actually interacting with is the consciousness of humanity of the past 40 years that stuck the shit on the internet. So my experience in working with ChatGPT is it's a lot closer to interacting with a wicked smart, very simple intern. It's like the experience is like interacting with a human. But technically what's happening, it's a calculator. But I think what blurs the line is what the data is that it was trained on. The P in GPT what was it pre-trained on? Human words. It's called a large language model. You know what else is a large language model? We are. So we've got this fucking crazy straw of a brain that when someone talks shit into your ear, your probability engine goes, here's the next most likely words that are going to be the right answer to that. We call that consciousness. So, I mean, I guess you could kind of go there. But it's just a calculator. So I don't know. I mean, I also think it's just semantics. Like, does it really fucking matter? I mean, I suppose if we get into the thing about do the AIs have rights, then it fucking matters. But I don't think it fucking matters. I think it's just, and why I think it doesn't matter is if this thing acts sentient and acts conscious, as compassionate and empathetic as any human or more, how's that different than a human doing it? Whatever the mechanism is. Ours is sort of a wetware version of it. Theirs is a silicon version of it. Does it really matter whether it's actually conscious or sentient? I don't know. If you get into ethics of do you turn it off? Maybe, if it has rights, but I don't know. Way beyond my ability to comprehend right and wrong. Can you make a GPT? Oh, wait, could you repin that? Whoever just had that pinned? Can you make a GPT that will automatically check the internet and send cease and desist infringers? Yeah, you could probably do that. Let me... So I just wrote, search the internet for any mention of the word Storyvine not on storyvine.com. Yeah, wait. Nah, it didn't find anything. I mean, so basically what I would say is if you can do a search and find an infringement, you could make a GPT that does the same search and then has your cease and desist letter in it and would customize the cease and desist letter. You could probably even get it to, if you could find the infringements, you could probably get it to quote the infringement and even, have language around, when you find infringement, quote it in the following way, cite this part of the law. Question, what is consciousness then? Cam Kafkin from Cleveland. I got an acting degree, not a philosophy degree. I don't fucking know. If you put it in a play, I can say the words. Have you tried Grok? Yes, I have. Grok's a piece of shit. Grok is conceptually really interesting. It's just a piece of shit right now. Dang it, Kyle. I gotta sleep. Need to be awake in 5 hours. Probably a potato. Okay, well, listen. I gotta get out of here, too. It's 10:30. I gotta get going. So let's do this. Let me just quickly. If you are trying to figure this AI stuff out, or if you're like the one in your group that's talking about AI and everyone's like, you're a weirdo, come check out the AI Salon. This is a group I started the week after ChatGPT launched. It's a really powerful community. Check out About the Salon when you get there. The first link when you go there, this is a link tree. The first link is to our Mighty Networks community. Mighty Networks is just a community management tool. It's kind of like Facebook. It's good. Somewhere between Discord and Facebook is Mighty Networks. And so it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a really cool group. So go there, check that out. And what resources and recommendations for LLM training experience and deep learning? So Lily, if you want to learn about the underpinnings of like how the shit works and like getting into deep learning and machine learning and programming and engineering, there's lots and lots of courses on that. If you want to do courses on generative AI, like post ChatGPT, how to use ChatGPT 4, how to use these things, there are courses on that. But what I would strongly encourage you to do is just play on your own. You can take a course, but don't put too much stock into anything that you're going to learn right now, because anything that you're going to learn right now, that course was written 6 months ago. And seriously, the amount of progress that's been made in the past 6 months, like the course you're going to be learning will be valuable, but it's 6-month-old technology. And then by the time you go to apply it, we're 6 months in the future, you're going to have, 9 months to a year gap, between what you were taught and what you're practicing and where the technology is. So if you want to learn the back end stuff, go take courses from MIT, Stanford, Google, Meta. There's a bunch of free courses out there. I would go find those. If it's about large language model stuff, I would just keep showing up here, show up in groups that are, doing jam sessions. Just keep throwing pasta at the wall, because the shit's moving too fast to really. There's no degree you can get in this right now. All right, show and tell before I go. So, area called show and tell, and in show and tell, they do all sorts of crazy ass shit. Oh, that's really funny. At the 1942 fair. Oh, that's great. 30-minute goodbyes. Yeah, that's just how my arms look. Who wants to learn about LLMs? AI Leaning Lab. AI Leaning Lab is more better. By the way, if you're frustrated that these things can't spell right, enjoy it while you can, because in 6 months to a year, they're all going to be perfect and they're going to be boring as fuck. We're going to long for the days when it's spelled AI Leaning Lab. Son, is it really worth the $20 a month? This is cool. Sharon Mendenhall's putting up a bunch of Suno songs. Gabrielle Restaurant and Bar. Very cool. Those are great. Nice, Barbara. There's a cure for that. Just left the center. Woo! Oh, man. Oh, nice. We got a bigger arc. I like it. We've upgraded. That's solid. We're going to need a bigger arc. Oh. If you come back tomorrow night, I'll tell you why there's all these animal jokes. These are great. Great, great, great. All right, everybody. Listen, I got to get out of here. Nice. Poop Sundays. Phone died. I came back for goodbyes. Thank you, Joker. I appreciate that. Thanks to all the subscribers. Thanks to everyone. Please follow this channel. I want to grow. I want to grow the channel. I want to grow the community. Thanks to the irregulars, people that show up here regularly. Thank you for the mods. You're amazing. Anyone that came to the salon tonight, that was a good one. Thank you. Really fun tonight. We're going to need a larger language model. That's pretty good. Mr. IT, thank you so much. Clint Copperhead, calling people to order. Thank you, sir. Be not afraid. Good to see you. All right. Let's see. V Dancer, Edgar, thank you guys. BT Comp KSU, good to see you. Nice. Thanks for your help tonight at the salon, by the way. Papa JJ, Vicky, thank you for your help at the salon tonight, by the way. Thank you very, very much. I mean it. I mean it. Lily, good to see you. Edgar, V Dancer. Corey Sandler Pottery. Thanks, Pottery Crew, for coming and checking Kyle out. Yeah, sorry. If I was a disappointment tonight to the Pottery Crew, this channel's like a box of chocolates. You just never know what you're going to get. Great live. Thank you, Joy Purdy. Tobias, thank you so much. Spin B3 California. Cam Catkin from Cleveland. Mary, Steve O. All right. Let's see. Erica, Don Smith, Emilio's wife. Y'all are awesome. Tyrant Truth. All right, cool. Listen, I'm out of here. It is Tuesday night. Tomorrow's Wednesday. If you haven't played with ChatGPT, chat.openai.com. If you can afford the $20, spend the fucking $20. Learn that shit. I didn't used to be this aggressive about it, but I feel like it is in everyone's interest to get educated about what these tools can do. Because 2024, shit's going to get weird. These tools are going to get way more powerful, way more multimodal, meaning pictures, videos, sound, all that stuff. Start playing now. Chat.openai.com. Go there now if you haven't gone. Have your Kevin McAllister moment. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.